Hello world. I'm praying to God that this, first of all, sorry about this video quality. I know with that it's like nails on a chalkboard probably to watch. But if you end up watching this, I hope somebody will, because I am freaking out, and I guess I need to put like trigger warnings and all that, because I have some things to say about, I got attacked by a neighbor's pit bull 6 months ago. I live in an apartment complex. I'm disabled, but I still have to work to survive, because life is so damned expensive now. And I also have my son, and we live in this apartment. And anyway, but trying to help him get his start, in school. Anyway. I wish I could edit this, but I have no editing, tech skills, knowledge. I hope, praying to God that I have enough storage to say what I need to say. And I have a brain injury, severe ADHD, and anyway, I'm gonna put all kinds of like trigger warnings on this, but I'm very, very upset because so 6 months, I was told not to talk about this. So first of all, if you care at all about pit bulls, whether you hate them or you love them, please, this is for you. And this is actually for you and you and you and you and you and every person out there in this world, in this country. Right now, I want to tell a story of what happened to me here in the capital city of Oregon, that claims to be this super progressive state. And there are some incredible laws out there that they're trying to pass. I've done so much research in the last 6 months. I've been basically holed up at home because I've been terrified, and I want to tell you the story. It's a long story, but I want to tell this right now, and I can't say it. It's important. So if you're here listening to this, then thank you for having an open heart and an open mind, because yes, oh my gosh, okay, please listen to me. I've had 6 months to think about this, and I have cried my eyes out about this, because I am a dog lover to the core. Damn it, I spilled my drink. I'm a dog lover to the core. All I wanted at this point in life, I just became an empty nester, and all I wanted in life was to just to open a dog rescue. That's all I wanted, and anyway, I guess I still do, but anyway, what happened is I got attacked right here in this apartment complex where I live. Yeah, it's embarrassing. I'm disabled. I live in a hoopty, rundown. Yeah, because I'm gonna say all this rundown. I'm the most thankful person the most thankful person I could possibly be to acknowledge every day the blessing that it is to have a place to live. Period. No matter how gross it is. However, that being said, this is the United States of America, and, we're working on sending people to the damn moon and beyond, but yet we can't come to some kind of a creative solution about this pit bull problem, okay? Please hear me out. Since I got attacked 6 months ago, okay, got attacked, tore the hell out of my arm. The thing that I love most in the world, besides animals and my children, is playing music, playing guitar, piano, and finger picking, and I overcame many obstacles. Actually, my My hand was disfigured in an accident when I was 16. But I was able to, move forward with life and find a way and I've been working on really hard on guitar, and I've made it so far, and now my arm is torn to shit because the pit bull jumped on top of me. I was walking my little dogs. I had just rescued a little 5-pound little guy, a Chihuahua mix, and that's another thing. Since all this happened, people say mean things like, well, they should ban Chihuahuas. Well, I'll get to that. I think people should. I think we should just put a hold on breeding, period. Like, why? Why the hell? Like, why are we worried about going out into outer space if... Okay, what I'm saying. So anyway, I'm sorry I have horrible ADHD and cotton mouth. And I'm going to try not to swear. I hope that thing didn't disqualify this. So, and it's legal where I am. But anyway, back to my point. So I live in a capital city of this most progressive state, that looks out for equal rights for everyone and, and all this stuff. Well, looking out for our civil liberties. And yet, okay, here's my question. Okay. So what was the question? Okay, so I guess I don't know how it works over in the other countries, but here in the United States, I think I'm right on this, that don't you assume that in this modern age, where with all this crap we have, all the technology we have, don't you assume that when you call 911, especially in a modern, capital city, with a brand new police station and anyway, this right here in this booming community, you can actually, okay, don't you assume that, like, if you got attacked by a dog, okay, so, all right, if I haven't lost you yet, I'm going to put this out, I don't care, because this is important to me. I'm sorry, this is my disability. I got a head injury in high school when I got my hand hurt, and I have anxiety from hell, PTSD, like a mother, and so, and I'm so upset, and I'm not saying death to pit bulls. I never even asked for that pit bull to be taken away from them or put down or anything, but I was walking my 2 little dogs, and I didn't, there's no signs or anything posted or anything to give anybody, like, just to make them feel. Anyway, I feel like this place could do so much, and I'm so frustrated. They've done nothing, because they've done nothing. I've gotten nowhere. I even got an attorney, and they won't even respond to cooperate. The guy's still living here, and what happened was, as soon as I saw him, I had never seen anybody up there before in that area. We don't have very many places to walk. Dogs, these weird, gross, common areas that are disgusting. And I'm absolutely calling out this Brooktree Apartments place. Yes. Anyway, shame on you and your owners and Northwest Property Management. I should probably delete that out. I don't know, but this is what's happening. And I've gotten no help. And how this ties into everyone is, okay, if you love pit bulls, please listen to this, okay? We're setting them up to fail. This isn't working, what we're doing. And in the end, this problem's getting worse and worse and worse. And here's why. And I've been treated like I'm just a, neurotic crybaby Karen, and blowing a pit bull bite out of proportion, like I got my finger bitten or something. No, until it happens to you, you don't know. It feels like you're being eaten alive. And what that does to you, really fucks you up. Like, and you don't know if you're going to live or die because, and hello, there's a good reason to be scared. If you go to National Pitbull Awareness, victimawareness.com, and you see the actual statistics, ooh, it pisses me off. Like, I think it's the lady that works for Hope for Paws, they're wonderful. I love pit bulls, okay? I love them, but I don't think we should breed anymore, or just a very tiny selective few until we can get creative about some ways to keep these things from happening. A baby girl just got killed last week. But it's happening every single week. Like, mine didn't even get reported. Mine didn't go, so this never got reported. So here's what happened. Anyway, so I got attacked. It was unprovoked. It was unprovoked. Even though I have Chihuahuas, they might have barked or something. But I was just backing up and trying to walk away, and the dog came and just came running around the building and just flew on top of me and tore the hell out of my arm and everything. And now I'm all messed up, like my arm, And I'm still having problems with it, and I'm never going to be able to use it the same. That's my dominant arm. And what I'm saying is, this is screwing it for everybody. This is no wonder people are still getting hurt, because this is why people are still getting hurt, and they're going to keep getting hurt if we don't do something quick and harsh. Like, it's going to ruin it for everyone, So I'm saying it's going to ruin it for everyone if it continues the way it is, because, God, I'm sorry, I just repeated myself. Okay, so we have to have renter's insurance to live here. And the perk of living here, it's kind of a chaotic, dumpy place, and because it's a place that allows animals. So, but this is to the extreme. Like, this place is so neglected. It's not even cool at all. It's not okay. But anyway, so anyway, as my dogs and I were trying to walk away calmly and quickly down the other direction, down the hill, the dog attacked us and tore the shit out of my arm, and then pulled my little 10-pound Bella out of my arms and attempted to kill her. I thought she was being, I forget how you say that word, so I'll just say I thought she was being ripped to shreds and being eaten. Honest to God, that's what I thought. I was watching that, and she's my best little friend, She's my heart. She's my little, she's my emotional support animal. And I have bipolar disorder and, and severe anxiety disorder, and now I'm suffering from horrible PTSD. Can't even say it. And how am I supposed to get better when literally, okay, so that was the end of August. Since that happened, there have been 16 people killed in this country, 35 in the last year by pit bulls. I'm sorry. You know what, you guys? But every single one of you that say to me that, they immediately jump shit and say, it's the owner, not the dog, or, all dogs are aggressive, or all dogs can bite. Absolutely. I'm not saying they're not, but hello, the strength of it. It's the strength of it, the fact that that's bred into them, just like a sheep herding dog, or a hunting dog, or a whatever, the ones to go like down rabbit holes or whatever. I don't know. Hell. Anyway, but where was I going with that? Anyway, I don't want to make this a million minutes long, but so here I live in the United States, in capital city, here in Oregon, and I want this to go to Kate Brown. I want you to hear this. So, anyway, this guy left us. He came, beat his dog to get it off of my dog. Thank God. I don't know how she survived. She had on like a slickery vest. That's one of the things that we could do. Work on puncture resistant, like spreading awareness, like so that there are at least less horrible outcomes, maybe something that, because I think that did save my dog's life. I mean, but I one more bite, I mean one more second, she would have been for sure, oh, gutted, like, oh. And so it's horrible, and I couldn't even look over at little Chongy, the little rescue dog, and because I thought for sure his head was gone, and I couldn't bear it. I just could not bear it, because I just had adopted him, and he had come from a terrible situation, and oh my gosh, I thought for sure his head was going to be off, or he would have died of a heart attack in my arms. It was so scary, this dog. And anyway, the guy grabbed his dog and fled. Well, I didn't realize that he lived right there until much later. But anyway, well, later. But after the police looked into that part, but anyway, from that moment until this one, he has never apologized. And he left us for dead. I mean, not for dead, but like we could have bled out. For sure, my dog looked like she was going to die. I thought for sure when I picked her up that her guts were going to fall out. It's an absolute miracle that she survived it. And she had bruises and scrapes and everything. But anyway, and so then I was taken to the hospital. Oh yeah, and hello, police department, protect and serve and all that, I just found that there's an Oregon law that says that a person legally has to stop if they have injured an animal with their car and try to help it and so wait, where was I going with that? It'll come back to me. But anyway, so the guy left us there. Oh yeah, I begged and pleaded with there were all these police officers and rescue workers in here, and I was begging them to, I was saying, no, take Bella, help her first, and they were saying, no, we're not here for her, we're here for you. And I said, please, 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 I thought you guys are here to help people, like including animals, but no, they refused. And I literally thought if she were to be picked up that she would be done, she'd bleed out. And so and the awful thing is the veterinary hospital is straight across this road, straight across the road, and I even asked if they would just drive us over across the street before they took me in the ambulance, and they said no, they wouldn't do it. And I said, well, I'm not going to go. And but anyway, it was awful. Why could they not just take her across the street for help? I had insurance at the time. No, I didn't. Wait, never mind. I don't know. I didn't. That was a anyway, I was talking about pet insurance. I mean, that has nothing to do with this, okay? Long story there, but I didn't have, never mind. Okay, that part's not relevant. What I'm saying is, so the guy left us there and took off, and I had to pick Bella up with my using my bicep and my chest, or whatever, my boob, and try to carry her. And still, I couldn't look at Chong. I couldn't bear to see it. He's a little old man dog, and I promised him I would give him the best life I could and protect him. And then, boom, I thought his head got bitten off. So we started. I was yet calling and saying, help, 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 help. That dog just tore the shit out of Bella, and she was, anyway, so I'm saying, help, 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 we're bleeding, and it's middle of the day, and nobody's looking. No, some people actually looked out, and they didn't come out, and then finally, I saw, and then I'm trying to run back to my apartment, but my arm was so injured that I couldn't, lift my arm up, and I couldn't, and then I realized I dropped my keys in there, and I had to run back up and try to get my keys with my mangled hand. Finally, thank goodness, there I called out to this young girl, this young neighbor, and said, please, please, please don't leave us, please help us. And she help me get in the apartment, and then I went in the ambulance. I have severe level 5 bites, level 6 is death. I'm still having complications from it. And anyway, this person, what I'm saying is I called 911, or I didn't call, my neighbors did, because it was this big scene, and the ambulance came, everything. Anyway, this guy still lives here with this pit bull. It's been 6 months, and I can't get an answer on whether or not he has, that he has renter's insurance or not. The property management refused to help me. They said that they could give the information out if I had an attorney. So I got an attorney. The attorney tried to get the information from him. They wouldn't cooperate. The guy won't cooperate. The city dropped, the hospital dropped the ball. They didn't report the bite like they were supposed to. So animal control says they didn't find out about it until when I called there. But then it still took them, because environmental health by law was supposed to receive a notification from the hospital. That never happened, which led to them not quarantining the dog, not even coming out for 8 days. I feel like that's negligent of animal control. But what I don't understand is, in this day and age, why on earth, if I call 911 or someone calls 911 on my behalf and they know that I was attacked and hurt by a dog, especially a pit bull. Sorry, but yes, you can't. Pit bulls do way more damage. That's the problem. So stop saying all dogs bite. God, we got to put our heads together here. Figure out, maybe to stop bringing new ones into the world. They all deserve loving homes, but this is a problem. People are getting killed every single, it's been, so like 35 in a year. That's more than every other week, it's about every other week or more, that this is happening. And you don't understand, we as a society think it's too terrible to do anything but a little lethal injection to these horrible criminals, but yet it's okay to keep, sacrificing children and babies, especially. Why don't we just round them up and throw them into a volcano? If they're going to sacrifice, keep letting them because this is a horrible death, being shredded to pieces. That's how these people are being killed. These babies are being shredded to pieces and shaken like rag dolls. And to watch your pet, and Rosemary Cole, poor woman, you need to see her situation. She's the lady that, I think in Wisconsin, that got a pit bull, pulled her precious little companion animal out of her lap in her wheelchair and tore that dog up. And she had to look into those eyes and hear those screams, and it wrecked her, and it wrecks me to even think about that. And but you know what's so frustrating, you guys, other pit bull, I love pit bulls and I want them all to have loving homes, but we've got to come up with a solution here. I think they should ban, but anyway, what I'm saying is, and right now, what's going to happen because if someone gets killed, these guys have done nothing to protect anyone or warn anyone. They dropped the ball. Dear Kate Brown, please listen to me. I called 911 after being attacked by a pit bull, known to kill people on a regular basis, right? I shouldn't have to do anything else, but the dog never got quarantined. Until, I tried. Anyway, I shouldn't have to. God, what am I saying now? This is bullshit. I can't. So I'm messed up forever, and I'm gonna have problems forever. What I'm saying is, pit bull lovers, listen to me as well. but we would be protecting pit bulls by banning, because they're going to the wrong kind of people. Because if you're going to blame the, even if you are saying, yeah, it's all the owner's fault, okay, that's not working. We can't control who the owners are, right? Like my idiot cousin, never mind, sorry. But we can't control who has them. And I believe every single dog and every single pit bull deserves love and a loving home. I absolutely do. But they're being set up to fail, to do something that's against their nature. And I was just, I'm gonna shush with this. Like, so anyway, the neighbor left us, but he doesn't even have to tell me if he has insurance. He has, and these guys here, they don't legally have to tell me that they don't have insurance, or tell me whether, and they're saying that this, there's nothing I can do. Like, I have to live here next to this person with this dog, and all I asked for was a little fence to be put up, and but I have a right to, if he has a renter's insurance, to get compensated for my injuries, and I wasn't trying to hurt his family or anything. And I actually went and tried to tell him that, and he acted like he didn't give a damn. He didn't know who I was. Shame on you. Because what that's doing, what I'm saying is, this kind of stuff, because I'm not going to let this go. I mean, I should have been, like, this shouldn't be happening. That should be a crime to have your pit bull or any kind of dog injure somebody or injure someone's pet and leave them there. Why is he not in jail? I mean, and especially if he's saying, to me, I guess he went to the arraignment because, oh yeah, and I never got, so I never got any information or help about victims' rights, victims' advocacy, anything like that. The city dropped the ball with it. They told me that nobody would even know that this happened unless I pressed charges. And then I didn't want to press charges, but I did think it needed to go in on the record, and but anyway, I want to say this too. It's been really frustrating because every person that's pro pit bull, it's funny because, they jump to the same old tired defenses about it, but not one single one of them when I say, but, what about this case? And what about that case? Or, what about this case? And of, unprovoked, where these babies are, where they're, raised from puppies and taken to training, and they still, kill the family, kill a family member and stuff. But you guys aren't willing to listen to that. And everybody rolls their eyes at me and they go, well, that's just, it's like, kind of like, I used to, when I was raised Mormon, and they would say, that's just anti-Mormon propaganda. So like, yeah, that's what reminds me of, like, they act like it's anti-pit bull propaganda and not worth listening to. Even that woman, I want to smack her, but I think she's the, the bigwig for Hope for Paws, and they do wonderful work. And I've bawled my eyes out for 6 months, because of this conundrum, like, I love them too, and people won't hear me out, listen to me. They're going to end up getting banned eventually, but it's going to take more and more tragedies, apparently, because right now, there's people aren't being held accountable. It's ruining it for everybody. It's putting so many pit bulls in situations where it's just setting them up to fail. They have that nature inside of them, and I believe, I know they can be the most wonderful, loving, amazing, cuddling, and even the ones that seem mean. I love all of them. I'm so thankful of all the rescue efforts. I'm so thankful, but there also has to be accountability, because they can't. I just want to say this. Isn't it just going to ruin it for everyone if this is how it's handled, Kate Brown? If right here in the most progressive state, I mean, why don't you do something really awesome here and set a precedent for apartment complexes. I mean, or actually not just apartment complexes, but the laws about, okay, if your dog hurts someone and you leave them there injured and walk away, don't try to help them, that's should be a crime. That's like a hit and run, you know? And then for the pit bull's own sake, ban further breeding till we can come up with some creative solutions, you know, even some kind of adaptation. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Doing something with the teeth to make them more safe, or, you know, I don't know. They've even said they're getting close to isolating the gene that causes some of them to be, you know, to snap. But I think what it is that there's love. They have had, you know, they do have so much love and goofy and silliness and just adorableness about them. They just are so precious, but that's still in them, that they haven't had hundreds of years of generations away from being fighting dogs, you know, and that they're still being bred to be fighting dogs. And anybody can buy a pit bull anywhere, any idiot, and that they can be inbred, and then they get made. That there's no regulation over that, and it sucks. I hate saying that about regulation, about, you know, getting the government more in our business, but like, we can't keep having people die, and this isn't okay. Like, I am injured for life. I'm still having problems, and I will have problems with the rest of my life. I am probably gonna have to have surgery. It's causing problems to gradually go up all the way my whole arm, and I have PTSD like a mother, so bad, and I'm terrified to go outside. But there's mold, all kinds of mold in here. It's horrible, and it's just, this is not okay. This is anyway. It shouldn't be this way, though, that I need to be scared, is what I'm saying, and have the person live right over there. And I never said take away the pit bull, but in this situation, why is he still living there, and why am I not allowed to have that insurance information, and the police don't back me up on that, and animal control doesn't back me on that, the law doesn't back me up on that. So if people know that they can do this, pull this bullshit like this, and not be responsible, you know, and have the dog neutered, microchipped, you know, with an appropriate collar, you know, take them to training classes, and especially, you know, that should be mandatory. Like, not after the fact, after they fuck up somebody's life, you know. Just saying, Kate Brown, please, like, everybody, we got to put our heads together and think about this. They're adorable, but they have their strength, and they go hard, and it's sad, because a lot of times they're trying so hard to be sweet and be that sweetheart, but you know, but then they've got that triggered down in their genetics. I mean, what the hell is so hard for people to get about that it's there, and you can't predict it. So we've got to, and if you don't want to ban them, make the rules, you know, make people have to be accountable for it. I love dogs, so if my dogs go and I mean, I have to go outside every day afraid I'm gonna die, because, and I'm not being unrealistic, I don't think, when 2 weeks after it happened to me, the woman down on the coast got killed by a pit bull trying to save her 2 little daughters' lives, and then the lady died in January that had her arms both torn off, and she died from her injuries protecting her 4-year-old son. And it just keeps happening and happening. And you know, if you're going to defend pit bulls, then please actually listen to the stories and the facts. You know, like, any of you doesn't everyone love their children? Or, I mean, No, I guess they don't. I don't know. Anyway, this is a really hard subject, but and I hope that any celebrities or anyone, if this could possibly get out to anybody, that would just give this some thought and put your influence behind it, because I don't have any influence. I'm just crazy enough to want to talk about this and get this out there, because I haven't seen anybody talk about it like in this way. And I'm all messed up and everything, but what I believe is that we're here at this time, all of us on this earth, for a reason, and that the earth is going through a shift, and it kind of sort of got misinterpreted into religion and all that, but basically we are in that point where our earth is shifting, and we are here to every little thing that we do either raises our vibration up or it raises it down, or we show, do we want to transition up with the earth to to make it a heaven place and start to heal our earth, our Gaia, or do we want to if what we're doing is hurting Gaia and moving further away from that heaven place? And then I believe here we are about to have very soon to have that shift of and in a way we don't even understand, but we're going to have a shift of I believe it's time, this end of that cycle that's been predicted by so many things. And it's just crazy how people aren't open-minded enough to look into what's going on. But anyway, love is the answer, right? I just want to speak out and make a change for everyone involved, because so many pit bulls without homes and euthanized. They're put in situations that that are confusing and upsetting for them. But then there are a lot of other ones where you can't justify, you cannot. But most people will not even go and read and listen to what the facts are. So, all right. Peace, love, and light, and all that jazz. And one more thing. One more thing. I might have another little dab hit. I've already made this much of an ass of myself, so I will just say that, I do believe that that's what's happening. I believe we're about to have a big awakening. There are some things that are happening, and we are right at that. We're here to help the earth make that shift, make that jump to a higher dimension, and that heaven place. But we have to start creating it with our energy here. Every time we do something, is it helping making the world closer to that heaven place, or is it pulling us further away from the heaven place? And it's been predicted that somebody's supposed to come, or there's supposed to be some kind of turning point, and I happen to believe, anyway, different time I'll talk about that, but I believe there's a shift happening, and if you want to move towards that direction, then every little thing you can do to start healing the earth and making heaven here, and showing that, start building it. So anyway, even something as simple as picking up a piece of garbage, showing us a love that, or showing love to the planet like that, or just a bit of kindness, doing something to make it better rather than worse. And that's what I'm trying to do.